Hello everyone, GenmaTheSamurai here, and welcome back to this part of Metroid Samus Returns. Alright guys, so last time, well, we were basically here in Area 2 exploring, and actually I missed a couple things, so we're gonna go ahead and do that, or at least one thing in particular. I'm gonna see if I missed the other thing as well. Let's pull up the map really quick. I just want to see, did I activate the other statue? I do not think I did. So that sucks. I'll have to do that on my way back. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get a move on. I should probably have my shield up while I'm walking this way. Whatever. So when I was going down this chasm earlier, there actually was a little hidden spot. So I'm just gonna run to that real quick. You'll kind of notice it because the wall is slightly different. I think I got kind of distracted because I just kind of fell through the floor earlier on. So yeah. Now normally, you'd have to use a different ability to get all the way over there, but you guys already know what I'm thinking. So let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, got it. Yep. Normally you would need a different ability to, but since it's just, you know, a straight pathway right there, I figured out another way, so there we go. Anyway though, I am gonna have to head all the way back, so actually I will jump cut this time, and I will see you guys over at that statue, so see you guys in a moment. Okay, so I figured this is probably a good spot to cut back in, so yeah, we're gonna make our way back over towards that statue, since, you know, I'm pretty much over on the correct side of the map. There is a bunch of stuff actually towards the top part of this area, but I can't actually reach there yet, so we're not gonna worry about it. But anyway, in the meantime though, yeah, we're gonna be heading back down this elevator and making our way back. So yeah, this is recorded on a different day than the last couple parts, as I'm sure you guys can kind of tell. And in general, honestly, I'm really happy this has been getting received well. Thank you guys so much for watching the parts so far, and I also appreciate all the comments and everything. It's just been a lot of fun. In general, coming back to this game, and actually just the Metroid hype in general recently, is just something that, like, I definitely did not expect. Like, one thing I didn't expect Metroid Dread to come back, but I also didn't expect, like, the sheer level of hype around it, and it's been really cool to see. Like, for those of you guys who don't know, and again, if this is, like, as a time capsule, this will be a nice piece of history for you guys right now. Metroid is selling out like crazy right now. Like, over on the Wii U eShop, people are just buying games left and right, like Zero Mission and Fusion are on the top of the list. Was it physical copies of these games have skyrocketed a little bit on eBay, which is a less positive one, I suppose. I do need to activate that warp spot still. But in general, yeah, it's been insane. Like, an absolutely unprecedented amount of hype for, like, Metroid. And I'm really, really excited to see what happens next, because, again, I want to see this series, you know, keep being successful and stuff, you know? Like, so, yeah, hopefully it keeps being that way, especially once Prime 4 drops. Yep, there it is. Okay, anyway. So I activated the thing. I'm good heading back now. I just need to make sure to not die. Anyway, though. Yeah. But in general, I hope you guys are all having a good day and everything as you're watching this video. If you're not, I hope, you know, this provides some entertainment for you and everything. I definitely know how that is, you know. Job has not exactly been treating me the best recently. But I will certainly say that it is fun to be able to come back and do these Let's Plays, so, yeah. Oh, also, like, I noticed this last few parts, I'm gonna try and keep my controller a little bit farther away from the microphone this time. I noticed there was a significant amount of click-clacking going on, and I'm really sorry about that. The way I did that setup and everything was just kind of impromptu and everything, and it's been a while since, I don't want to say it's been a while since I've done a Let's Play, but, because I did do ZX Advent more recently, but I'm definitely getting back into the groove of it, especially for like Metroid playthroughs, because it's been so long since I've done one. So yeah, I hope you guys are all enjoying. Anyway, enough about that. So let's get back down here and right. Okay, I think I know what's up here. So let's break that. Okay. Also, I didn't even mention this before, but an interesting choice that they did in this game. And it only really bothers me because you can do it in like other Metroid games, but not this one, and I know why they did it. When you're in like shafts like this, you actually cannot do the wall jump, which I get it for multiple reasons, but it did make sections where, like, you know, you would have had to morph ball bomb your way up things, or, you know, spider ball in this case, a little bit easier. But they really want you to use your tool set in this game, so I guess it just makes sense. Gosh, there is still so much Metroid Prime music in this game now. In general, like the specific music that they use for the elevators is like straight from the Metroid Prime games. Again, I think specifically Prime 2. Prime 2 really is like, I really want to play through that one. Actually, I casually started replaying through Prime 2 on my own time a little bit. And some of it also is to practice, you know, on the off chance I do end up Let's Playing it. And I'm actually really interested in it because Prime 2 is probably my second favorite Metroid game. I really like it a lot, and I'm really excited to, you know, share that one. Because it's also been a while since I did Prime 1. I'm trying to think of ways to help people catch up a little bit or feel incentivized to, you know, if you haven't really seen Prime 1. Because I kind of don't want to Let's Play that one again, because I've already done it twice. As much as I like Prime 1, I don't want to be too redundant even with all this Metroid hype, but we'll see what happens. So let's head up here, and okay. Boom. Oh yeah, also these plants show up, they kind of keep you from going forward, so you gotta destroy that, and then, hey look, looks like we got ourselves a new thing coming up, so get excited for that. Alright, so let's head up here, and frick it. Alright, let's go in. Hey, we got ourselves the Beam Burst. Nice. Okay. So let's see what it does. Beam Burst enhances your beam by increasing attack power and enabling rapid fire shots. Firing this beam uses Aeon. Use that to, okay. Yep. So basically, this actually powers up my beam when I activate it. So with enemies like that, I can actually destroy them now. But again, it uses my Aeon meter, so you got to use that sparingly. But man, it is so good. So let's go ahead and do that. Nice. Also, again, because it's based on your current beam, I have the ability to shoot through walls with this now, which is really great. Actually, I wonder what that would have been like if I... No, actually, I don't think I would have been able to clear the previous area if I didn't get the wave beam, so... Yeah, either way. Also, this is where I bring up, like, a weird control thing, because now I'm at a point where I have multiple Aeon powers I like to use. I kind of wish that the things were just activated by pressing their respective D-pad button as opposed to being activated by the A button, because it creates kind of some awkward situations where, like, you may be kind of moving, you know, your hand off the circle pad just to try and, like, you know, press, like, oh, that, or maybe off the face buttons and stuff. There's a lot of controls that, really requires some very quick reflexes in terms of your hand moving across your control scheme. So it's definitely a thing with this game, I'll admit. Holy crud, how much damage was that? Oh my god, I remember those things did a lot of damage, but not that much. Oh my god, okay. Well, that's fun. Alright. Well, I guess we're gonna head back up to that point. Yeah, tell you what, guys, I'll see you guys in a second, because I feel that warrants a jump cut. So, one sec. Okay, welcome back. So, let's go ahead and take out that enemy. Oh man, he's really trying to target me. Yeah, those guys you can only take out with that beam. So, you want to be very careful with your use of Aeon powers on these guys. Man, I love the wave beams sometimes. Alright, yeah, and those enemies you pretty much can only kill once you, you know, counter them. So, just keep that in mind. Whoa! Nice. Okay. Also, really nice about the flower enemies is that they tend to drop enemies that will give you more Aeon back, so it's pretty nice. Also, worth noting, we are in my least favorite area of the game. There are multiple reasons for that, but just saying, if there's a part where I start dying a lot or I get frustrated, it's going to be this one. So enjoy it, guys. I don't think I'm going to make this like a long part, I'm probably not going to get all the Metroids during this part, just saying that right now, because there's going to be a whole lot of things to collect, and I am really bad at remembering the level layout of this area too, so just keep that in mind. I think I'm going to also just like openly talk about AM2R a bit, like just, you know, on the off chance you're more familiar with that game. But if you guys remember the factory area, it was like one of the earlier areas in AM2R. God dang it. How far back am I being sent? If I'm sent to the back area, I'm gonna save it. How far back? Oh my god. Ugh, see you back again. Okay, so we're more or less back, now that I have Paralyzing Fear. I was going to say, yeah, if you're more familiar with AM2R, this is more where, like, the factory area was, like, this is Area 3, so that's fun. Again, I kind of mentioned this about the original game, but the original game did have these areas segmented off into, like, numbered regions and everything, but again, I never would have, okay, well, I guess I was just vaguely spoiling something a little bit, but yeah. That's something that, you know, I wasn't a big fan of, but it's like, whatever, you know, it's an old game, it's fine. This one, I guess they're more just trying to leave a lot of what these areas are about up to your own speculation. That's what I assume is going on here. But still would have been nice if these areas had their own individual area names. But anyway, Grapple Beam acquired. So this is actually pretty neat because in terms of the 2D games, I don't think this actually has shown up. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but I don't believe so. I think this is the first time the Grapple Beam has been in the 2D games since Super Metroid, and it is very satisfying to use. So you can actually use it to destroy blocks right there, and you can also use it to swing around just like before, which is pretty great. So let's go ahead and do that, and boom, yeah. So it's actually really great for navigating and everything, so let's do that. And the controls for this, it just feels really good. Oh man, okay, nope, hold up, I need to prep myself, because you die so fast. There we go. Alright. Cool. Let's kill that guy. Awesome. Then we'll use the grapple beam. Okay. Alright, so with those enemies, you want to make sure to kill them fast, or else they'll leave, like, some poison residue behind and everything. Which, honestly, in hindsight, that's a very Metroid Prime kind of enemy gimmick in a lot of ways. Because I feel like that's something that would be, like, a little bit weirder to code, maybe, in 2D. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Actually, I could think of ways it could have been done, and just probably just wasn't thought of. But I appreciate it. Anyway, though, so let's head over here, and... oh, save point, thank God. Okay, let's use it. Oh, the checkpoints have definitely been something. Also, because of that, I haven't actually been using my timer consistently, so I don't know how long this part is going to be. I'm going to try and make this not 40 minutes. We'll see. Because I know longer parts make it a little bit less accessible for people. They'll see like, oh, it's like 50 minutes. And plus, it works better for this kind of game anyway. I'm not going to linger on it. It's logistics. So, let's head down, and we're going to go inside of here. So this area, part of the reason that I have a really hard time remembering the layout of this general region, god dang it, oh my god, that was 2 energy tanks. Yeah, I'm gonna have my energy shield up for most of this part, just disclaimer. But yeah, in general, the carrier, not the, what the heck am I saying? I can't speak, stress. Okay, no, the colors in this area are kind of muted compared to the other ones. Now, there are some other things here, but in general, it's mostly just a bunch of caves. And so because of that, it definitely makes it a little bit harder for me to tell, you know, what's where and whatnot. Oh man, I love that effect. I really love that this game does stuff like that with the environment. It's the kind of thing you actually would have seen in Hollow Knight a little bit too, now I think about it, if you guys have ever played that game. If you haven't, I absolutely recommend Hollow Knight. Honestly, I feel that is probably like one of the... I haven't played like too many Metroidvanias outside of Metroid, but I definitely really enjoyed it a lot. I think one problem with Hollow Knight, I'm just gonna talk about Hollow Knight for a little bit because I think that game's worth talking about. One thing with Hollow Knight in that game is that it is absolutely huge. Probably one of the biggest Metroidvanias I think I have ever played. In general, I think you could probably fit like 5 Super Metroids into it. Which is pretty wild. And the game is actually pretty well designed, all things considered. Also, I think to accommodate that design and everything, it also is a lot less like specific with what powers you need and stuff. Like, you definitely need certain things to be able to do things in other parts of the world, but it's definitely a bit more freeform to accommodate the size, which I think is actually pretty cool. The atmosphere in it's pretty good. Fights are pretty intense and everything. I don't know. I realize a lot of devs don't really like this sort of analogy, but it just kind of makes it simpler to explain for people. But I do think the Hollow Knight is very much like an interesting blend of, I want to say, Dark Souls and 2D Metroid, I feel like. And that part of it is actually very apparent. A lot of things with its art style are very clearly inspired by Dark Souls. Not that I have been super into Dark Souls, but I've seen enough that I could even tell you. So, it's pretty neat. Anyway, enough about that. So, I have also considered, you know, maybe down the line, if you guys would like to see that, I could also do Let's Plays of some other Metroidvanias and stuff. I mean, I never really dabbled much into the Castlevania side of things, actually. Like, I've never actually played Symphony of the Night myself. I know a lot about it, but I haven't played it. So that could be pretty fun. Anyway, so we have some Metroids down here in this cavern, so we're going to try and take care of them. It's very important that I do this now, because... also, this is where the Gamma Metroids start sucking. I legitimately hate these things. And you're gonna be like, well, Genmo, what's so bad about the Gamma Metroids, right? A lot of things. Okay, one, countering them, not exactly easy to figure out a lot of the time. Also, I'm worried about my shield right now. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, so much for my shield. Whoa, he's gonna do that. Okay. Come on. Okay, are you doing what I think you're about to do? Please don't do what I think you're about to do. Okay, alright, cool. You'll find out what I'm talking about before the end of the part. Whoa. Man, he really committed. Okay, I lucked out with this one. If he did the counter, I wasn't even going to go for it because I already knew I'm bad at the timing for that, and he probably would have one-shot me. Okay, well, let's head over here, and boom. Yeah, I'd like to play the Castlevania games at some point, just to see what all the hype's about. I did play a substantial amount of Bloodstained, but I never did beat it. But I did play a lot of it. So, yeah, I definitely have some opinions on that game, but I'm going to see if that's more of my issues with that game and not so much the Igavania ones in general. Because, again, I haven't really played too many, but it seemed like some of my issues had more to do with the fact that, like, there was a certain point where progression ended up being locked behind something that you got from a random monster as opposed to being, like, a thing you find in the overworld. Wasn't a fan of that. I'll say that much. Okay, so let's head over here. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay. That ate up my Aeon, but you know what? That was worth it. Okay. Oh, did he just... Ah, I hate these things. Okay, so to explain what the frick just happened, this is where I start really hating these Gamma Metroids, because they start pulling a Monster Hunter and they run away now into other rooms, and you gotta hunt them down across multiple rooms. So, here we go, same one. It's a little bit better when you have Aeon powers, because if you get lucky, you can actually blitz them before they have a chance to run. Don't you frickin' dare. Look, I know I don't have my shield up, so, like, I kinda don't want to chase you down. Yeah, you're just... Alright, time to go back to the other room now. Let me get used to this. This is gonna happen a lot, this part. Okay. Alright, here we go. I need to really refill my Aeon ammo as soon as possible. Okay. Jeez, like a tiny poke was like 2 energy tanks. God. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying this, because yeah, this is the part of the game where I start dying a lot. If I did a death counter, that would have been fun. Whatever. We're already like a certain number of parts into it, plus that's kind of an old joke. If you guys want to see a counter though, you guys can check out my previous Let's Play of Mega Man ZX Advent. That was fun. Anyway, enough plugging! Let's go ahead and move forward. So, I'm gonna refill my missiles, because that's just good to have. Okay, yeah, so I did burn through 30 of them, so... Oh, I thought that was a charged door for a second. Okay, Come on. Are you kidding me? Can I just... Yeah, thank you. Okay. I love it. Okay, so we're back. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Thank you. Okay, I just remembered actually. Hold up. Yes. Okay, so there we go. We got our Aeon back. Awesome. That's exactly what I needed. Okay. So, fun fact, you see that energy tank, you want to do that. Honestly, actually, the placement of that and having to bomb the floor there, it vaguely reminds me of Metroid Fusion. You guys might know what I'm talking about, where you have to do stuff like that to be able to get to the, I think it was like the jump boss. I don't know the best way to describe that aside from that. Okay, so I'm definitely going to have to use this to get rid of these guys. Luckily, they drop a lot of Aeon. So, that's the important part. Oh yeah. Whoa. Also, I still love this song. You know, even though it is used a lot across this game as like the heated room theme in this game, man, this arrangement is god tier. Granted, I thought the version in Metroid Prime was already really good, but like, there's definitely a lot more instruments and stuff added to this version that just like really just give it some extra oomph, you know? Oh man. Whoa. Oh, also worth mentioning, the shield will not protect you from lava. Also, that was not how I intended to dispatch that flying guy, but you know what, that was kind of funny. So I like it. Oh my god. Whoa. Well, there went all my Aeon. God. This is just a tad terrifying. Oh god, I know which Metroid I'm about to fight too. No, I am not okay. Whatever, we're gonna roll with it. Oh no, no, it's not the one I think it is. That's later. Oh yeah, it's just an alpha. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, there we go. So, pro tip, don't go for that. Trust me, it's not worth it. We'll worry about that later. So, anyway, let's head over here. Okay. Oh yeah, also worth mentioning, the Alpha Metroids, when you fight their variant, the variants actually have their own version of the Alpha Metroid boss theme, which is pretty neat. I still kill them, like, slightly less fast than the other ones, so you probably won't really get to hear it for very long, ever, but hey, it's a neat little tidbit, I suppose. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna fall in the lava. I definitely need to kill those guys before... Thank you. Okay. You know what? I'll take it. Yeah. Especially at this point, guys. If I ever get quiet, you know exactly why. Oh, wow. I burned through my beater. That's okay. Let's just break this. Yeah. There we go. Okay, that's good enough for me. Let's go. Well, I'm glad I got all my HP back at the very least. Man, though, for real. The damage you take in fusion mode is honestly terrifying at times. If you are not playing carefully, it will just smack you in the face, and that'll be it, alright? Goodbye again. Okay. So I definitely need to get to that warp point now, because I think I've actually done most everything that I can in here. Well, actually, no, I want to do everything outside of here first, because there's a little bit more outside that I can do. So let's head over here. Alright. Whoa. Cool. Alright. So let's go over here, and bada bing, bada boom. Awesome. But yeah. Anyway, we're not actually into the bad part of this area yet, which is really funny because I feel like actually this region, hilariously, is probably my least favorite area in every single version of this game, for the most part. Well, okay, half of this area in AM2R is my favorite part of that game. Not my favorite. Well, it's up there. It's up there. It's up there. It's okay. It's good. But then the other half of it is terrible. The lower half, I should say, is consistently bad in every version. So that's gonna be fun. Okay, so let's go here. Also, yeah, I feel like in general, this game intentionally just kind of borrows more from the level design than it does the artistic aspect of the areas, I feel like. Because a lot of these areas, I know the original game was black and white and everything, but like it still had discernible locations, I feel like. And they are pretty unrecognizable from an artistic standpoint in this remake for the most part. It tells an interesting story in this version, don't get me wrong. It just doesn't help me much in terms of remembering level design and everything. Is there a warp point up there? No, so I should head back up. Yeah. Okay. This area is also a little bit of a pain to navigate compared to the last one. Man. Honestly, the ability to just, like, instantly go Morph Ball and Spire Ball onto things is still fantastic. Really just feels good. Makes you feel like Samus Aran. Oh my god. God. You really do not appreciate how fast that barrier drops until it happens to you. Okay, so let's head down here. And, whoa, nope. Come here. Thank you. Okay. So I think I can grab something over here, and boom, we got ourselves an Aeon tank. Yep, that's what I thought was over here, so that's great. So now we're going to keep our meter slightly longer. Emphasis on the slightly. Okay. Frick it. Now, it's weird, because there are some hazards I feel like they don't actually do much damage to your Aeon gauge, and then there's some where it's just like, it's just gone. Like, what the heck? But yeah. Anyway, that is aside the point. Okay, there we go. So let's go over here, and let's see what we can grab. Oh my god. Again, also, I hope you don't hear too much click-clacking. Because again, I know that was a thing the last few parts. I noticed it in editing. Sorry about that. But, hey, it's okay. So let's go over here. Alright, so this actually, I can't fully solve this yet until later. This game really loves having things that I can't actually get until later in the game. I'm not, like, the biggest fan of that to a degree. I get it, like, that's part of a Metroidvania to a degree. But, I don't know, I feel like this game loves packing stuff for later. I mean, they added a fast travel, so it's not the worst. I forgot this was here. They added a fast travel, so it's not the worst, I guess. It's just a thing, I suppose. Yep, there it is. That's the warp point I was thinking of, but I didn't activate it yet, so... Okay, yeah. Let's go and do that. Nice. Man, using the grapple beam to just rip those apart feels so satisfying. It really does. Okay. Oh, so they're using the music at the lower area, so I guess this is technically part of the lower area over here. So that's interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, also when I was playing Metroid Prime 2, I actually went and looked at Samus' ship. I could point it out when I play that too. Because I'm seeing on the background there's like some Chozo writing on the walls and everything there. What was it, Metroid Prime 2, you can actually see some of that writing on Samus' gunship, which is pretty cool. Okay, so let's head over here. Alright. Now, is this the right room? Nope, I think it's the room right below it. Okay. So this is fun. Hope you guys enjoy the fights with the Gamma Metroids, because that's going to be the rest of this part a little bit. I don't know how long this part's going to be, because it looks like at least the timer that I'm looking at is already at 30 minutes, so... yeah... I think once I take out this Metroid... Oh my gosh, that was a good call. Yeah, these ones you gotta be like a little bit more preemptive. You don't have much window to react with these guys. God dang. Okay, well let's head over here. The other thing that kind of sucks about having the shield up is when you go to use the counter, it actually does use up your meter a little bit. Granted, your counter is significantly larger, but yeah. Okay, so I know which room he's in. Yep, there we go. Boom. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on! Ah! Hate these things so much. I legitimately hate these things so much. Okay, for the record, this is what I bring up, by the way, the timed endings. If you go for the timed endings in these games, you will hate these things a lot, because these things running away will extend the runtime of your playthrough. It's not a can, will extend the run of your playthrough if you do not learn to dispatch them before they can run away. And it is not fun. It is a pain. Okay, anyway though, enough about that. Okay. Oh my god. Come on! Alright, you know what, whatever. Alright, well I gotta be extra careful now because I do not have any barrier. Oh my god, I've never seen him do that. I have never seen the Gammas do that. Okay. Wow. How about that? Alright. Well, anyway, there we go. There's that gamma down. So I'm going to go ahead and head over towards the next area. But again, I don't think I'm going to be exploring it too much because we're kind of running close to the time. But I don't know. Well, maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll make an exception because this area does suck. My existence is pain. Okay. Well, at least I spawned back here. Oh yeah, also there's a thing up there, I just remembered. I don't think I could get that until later though, but I can try. Hold on, let me yeah, these guys though, you really do just gotta either like missile them a bunch of times or you just counter them and then, you know, basically freeze them. But I'm pretty sure, yep, I need that power up. Okay, so let's go there. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Man, I got comboed though. Okay, so let's use the barrier, and then we're gonna destroy that. Oh, never mind. I forgot. I think I got confused with something else. Okay, well, never mind then. That's another thing we're gonna need to collect later. Let me check the map really quick. Let's see. Any warp points that are accessible? Nope. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna be walking back the long way then. Gotcha. Fun. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. I do think sometimes I could do with a few more fast travel points or something in this game, because it's just a lot of like zigzagging back and forth if you aren't familiar with the level design. I think this game is very challenging if you want to go for the timed endings in particular. I mean, the game, as you can tell, kind of doesn't really like... It's not nice to you anyway, but the timed endings in particular are just like where this game really becomes a whole other experience, because you end up having to figure out like... You have to memorize in your head, this is where this Metroid is, this is where this Metroid is, this is where this Metroid is, and then you gotta factor in with this super complex level design, what is the fastest way to get from point A to point B, and then to point C to D to B back to A. And so it's a lot of that, and then it's like, oh, is this close to a fast travel point? Do I gotta figure out how to go there? Does that go this, there, that? You're basically speedrunning. One issue I do have with this game to a degree, if you are someone who cares about getting all the items as well, because some previous games, I think it was Zero Mission in particular, had like multiple timed endings based on not just how quickly you beat the game, but also how many items you collected and stuff. This game is only about like beating the game quickly, luckily, but if you're like one of those people that also cares about getting a bunch of items, I have some bad news for you. Pretty much speedrunners have only ever done it on normal difficulty. There are, I think, in terms of the best possible ending, hypothetically, speedrunners have only done it on normal difficulty. And it's pretty much just speedrunners. Because you gotta beat the game in under like 3 hours or something like that, which is pretty friggin' brutal when there's this many items and there's so much you gotta come back for later. Like, yeah, I kinda don't recommend it. Now I'd have to check for, out of bounds category, because I guess that's a thing now that people have figured out. But I remember back when this game came out, I legitimately actually tried to get the 100% items best like ending in my head, and I could never do it. And it was something that really frustrated me. But it's like a legitimate thing about this game is that, yeah, if you care about that sort of thing, you may be kind of disappointed, because yeah, it's kind of one or the other, to be honest. You do get a perk for getting all the items, but it is completely unrelated to that timed ending, so do it that way you will. So let's head over here and we'll do this. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that one because I don't have the ammo to kill it anyway. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna head down into this section. And right, once we're down here, I think I'm gonna be calling the part. So, as soon as I get to a save point anyway. We're gonna see the bottom section here. So in the original version of this game, this actually was kind of like a forested area slightly. Like there were a bunch of Metroids just kind of in this labyrinthian area and stuff. AM2R kept it pretty much the same, except the difference was that they made the lighting really dark in that area, so it was kind of intense in its own way. This version, it's a mine, which is kind of an interesting choice, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that guy. Okay. So... okay. Yeah, those guys you can only kill with the Aeon Beam, as I'm going to call it, I think. What is the official name of it again? Beam Burst, that was it. Okay, yeah. No, those enemies you can only kill with a Beam Burst. I'm wondering what Aeon powers are going to be in Dread, by the way. Because I have a feeling, oh my gosh, you can see some creatures moving in the background there. It kind of reminds me of, I think it's Botwomb, the weird snake monster. Oh geez, another one? Okay, I guess we're capping this off with another Gamma. Whoa. Come on. Alright. Okay. Oh, I got it. Okay. That had me scared because I had no barrier. I don't know how long this part's gonna be, guys. I'm sorry if this does end up being over 40 minutes. But yeah, those worm enemies in the back, they do very much remind me of Botwomb from Super Metroid, the little dragon boss. I think there's a save point at the bottom of this area, so we can go there. Well, may as well collect this item while we're here. Okay. Pretty sure that... hold on, let me make sure where this item is. I think it's there. Somewhere around here. Oh, I know where it is. Hold on, let me kill that. Boom, got it. Okay. Awesome. So those red guys, they electrocute their platforms. Thank God we found one. Okay, anyway, that's enough for now. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to this part of Metroid Samus Returns. Whoop, hit the microphone. I guess I win. This is a dumb joke. Hope you guys enjoyed this part, and this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed playing through this. This is just a good game in general, except for the Metroids running away, but don't worry. The next part, we're going to be taking out the rest of these. We're about halfway done with the Metroids in this area, and then, yeah, we'll see how far we get next time. But either way, thank you guys so much for tuning into this part. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye!